call it as introduction session. So we'll have a first meeting today, and then we'll see. I am sharing my screen. Let me know once you guys are able to see my screen, and I'll be giving some introduction as well. Yeah, are you guys able to see my screen? Everyone?
Yes, we can.
Great. So does anyone know about Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations ERP before, or you all are saying this first time, hearing it first time? I hope you all are saying fine. First time, maybe I'll go ahead with this. And so Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations, that is one of the name. And previously we used to call it as an AX 2012. That was the older version. And Microsoft Finance and Operation is the newer version. It is one of the ERP from Microsoft. I hope most of you guys might heard about the SAP. So this is something new in the market. New means new to the people, but it is there in the market from, I guess, 1990s it was there. And yeah, but we'll see more detail about it in today's demo session. We'll be covering all these topics. So I'll be giving quick introduction about myself and what I do, what we are going to cover in the future sessions, what my experience is. That's what I'll be giving it. And then I will explain about what is an ERP, how it is helping to the organizations, and how it will help for our future growth. This all I'll be explaining in the what is an ERP and how different it is Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operation compared to other ERPs, and what all modules we have in this ERP, and how what is the difference between the modules, and the advantages of the advantages, and what is the plus points for this ERP compared to other ERPs, for the organizations to pick this ERP. Okay, and type of jobs, what type of jobs we'll get if you learn this course, and what type of job roles we'll be having it. So you'll understand the difference when I go into this topic, what is the job, what is job roles, that you'll understand more detail. And the course content, what all we are going to cover in the upcoming sessions, this all will be discussing it here. And the Q&A, which is in the last. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll be able to help you with the details. Are we good till here?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so first I'll tell about myself. So my name is Omsi Krishna. So I have an 10 plus years of experience with Microsoft Dynamics, and I am a semi-qualified chartered accountant. Uh, and I had started working from 2014, and I started with Infosys, then moved to the Microsoft Gold Partner, which is SA Global, then all Big Four companies I had worked with, and now the current I'm working with one of the top MNCs in globally, I can say. Okay, this is about myself. And with the training, I started trainings from last 8 years, and I had given trainings almost maybe 50 to 60 batches by now. And I started effectively from 2019. Prior to that, just I used to do it kind of part-time trainings, and from 2019 onwards, I was doing full-time trainings, I can say. I used to give trainings, and I used to give suggestions that how you guys can crack the interviews, and the support, what kind of work you will get once you join there. If you guys need any help or support, that I used to do it. Okay, are you guys able to follow me, or am I little fast?
No, it's okay. Please keep going, please.
Thank you. Okay, So I know most of the people are not having a work experience here. This might be the first time they're looking at the course or trying to understand what is an ERP. So ERP is nothing but, companies like big organizations. Let's take an example of Infosys or TCS. So this kind of bigger organization, they'll be having an different types of transactions. They'll be having an multiple payments, multiple receipts, and so many trade and logistic transactions. They'll be having an everything, and the our HR finance team salaries and HR salaries and office rents, they'll be having a lot of transactions, as you guys, most of guys aware of it. So it is becoming difficult, or it is highly impossible for them to track everything manually. That's where our software field has bringing up this ERPs, just to the all MNC companies or whichever the companies they wanted to track their all transactions or daily activities. They can enter it in the system. When they enter it in the system is nothing but ERP, enterprise resource planning. Whenever they enter the transactions, so they'll be entering everything. They'll be entering receipts and payments and everything. Whenever they enter all their business activities into the system, it will be putting in a systematic way where they can see their all expenses, they can see their all receipts, they can see what is the profit, what is the loss, what is the tax they had paid, what type of assets they have. Everything they can see it in the system if they enter all type of their transactions into the ERP. So that's where companies will use ERPs to manage their daily activities or day-to-day activities in a structured way. Okay, so just in standard definition says that ERP stands for enterprise resource planning and refers to the types of one of the type of software or the system used for business to plan and manage the daily activities such as receipts, payments, services, supply chain, and other type of business transactions. Okay, that's where we'll be using ERPs. ERP, I'm speaking here about ERP, any type of ERP. It is not about Microsoft Dynamics. It is about, it might be SAP, Salesforce, or Dynamics, any type of ERP. This is the purpose for the organization to use this. Okay. Just let me see. Luis, I hope you are following me. Am I correct? And others,
Yes.
is it fine? Yeah, thank you, Luis. And others, is it fine for you guys? I hope you guys are following me. Can I move on? And you can stop me wherever you want. Okay, if you have any doubts or anything, you can stop me wherever you want. I am very happy to explain in detail. I am moving ahead. Okay, so now we'll be speaking about Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations. Microsoft Dynamics is an cloud-based ERP. Okay, previously it was an application. Usually ERPs are like multiple types, right? Cloud-based is nothing but where you'll be having an URL link. You can enter everything and you can see everything over there. You can update everything over there in the cloud-based. You no need to have a application-based. Okay. Now with Dynamics, you can access from mobile. You can access in an email. So it's very user-friendly to access, and that's where it is called cloud-based ERP. Okay, and it is a fit for the medium to large businesses. Wherever they're having a mid and large size of organization, it is easy for them to manage, and it is good for the smaller organization as well. The only thing is that they might need to spend more to use this ERP. For medium and large organizations, that is not going to be higher cost for them, but smaller organizations, their revenues and things might be less. If they wanted to use this, it is going to be a little expensive for them. Okay, so usually it is having in multiple modules. I will show you in the next, and what type of modules they're having it in the Microsoft Dynamics ERP. So we are having multiple names. Okay, we'll call it as Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations. We'll call it as F&O and D365 F&O. We'll be calling it in multiple names in the market. So I'm just moving forward. Yes, this is what I'm speaking about modules. So in Microsoft Dynamics, we have around 6 modules. It's typically classified into 6 modules, and one is the finance, which we are going to learn, and the second thing is the supply chain or trade and logistics, where it will handle all the retail kind of transactions, the product related information. This all will be tracked here. And project management and accounting, this is something you guys know that in our organization, whatever the type of projects they get, so those all buildings or project related information will be handled in this module. And production control, you guys must be understanding by seeing the name itself. So wherever there is a manufacturing companies, they might be using this to manufacture any finished good or any product. And warehouse management, it is just to track their stock based on the warehouse or advanced warehouse management. And retail is nothing but you guys might be seeing in the stores that Reliance Retail, Tata Star Bazaar, these all will be using in the retail module. So these are the 6 types of modules we have. And finance is, everything, accounts payable side, receivable side, and all these modules are integrated with finance. So everything should come to the finance only, right? The payment and receipt. Usually that is the most of the transactions we'll have. And we'll be learning about this module. So in market, we'll be having a specialized jobs for the each of the module. So finance jobs will be separate people, supply chain jobs belongs to the separate people where they'll be working, and project management and accounting having a different skill set of people, production control, warehouse, retail. So all these are different people we can see, but for the people with having 10 plus or 15 plus of years of experience, they should be good at any of the 2 models. For example, finance, you'll be not having a good weightage in the market with 15 years of experience. If you learn only finance module, you should be having at least basics of project management accounting. Currently, the people who knows finance and PMA is having a huge demand in the market. Okay, are we good? And we'll be learning complete finance module in our training sessions and few advanced modules which I'll give training as well. And there you will understand the better, and I'll be covering basics in the supply chain. I'll be covering basics in project management. Just at least you can understand what these modules will do, how it is integrated with the finance. Are we good? Can I move on? I am moving ahead. Okay, so market share compared to other ERPs and the advantages or scalability of this Microsoft Dynamics. As I told, our Dynamics is the cloud strategy, which will be using everything in a cloud. That's what our Dynamics is there. And the reason I'm explaining this slide is, it is just for you guys to understand where we'll be with Microsoft Dynamics in the future. It's continuously growing from last 5 or 10 years with a lot of innovations or advanced technologies. Okay, it might be not helpful for us in terms of learning, but it is good understanding for us just to understand where our ERP is and how important our job roles are going to be. Okay, one is that we'll be using a cloud strategy for the Microsoft Dynamics, and it is very flexible for the integrations. Few companies, they might be using multiple ERPs, correct? They might be using SAP and Dynamics. So some department want to use SAP, some other department wants to use Dynamics. So they wanted to integrate between these two systems. So transforming data between other two systems or more than two systems. That is very user friendly here. And we are having an integration with artificial intelligence where we can make our few tasks automated, and we can get the solutions. If you get any errors or something, we can get the solutions. So there are a lot many things in artificial intelligence, and it is still enhancing every year. Microsoft is still enhancing this AI every year for this system. And flexibility and customizations. When I say flexibility and customization is something, for example, as a part of ERP, we got some standard design from Microsoft. As it is a Microsoft product, they'll give some standard design which you don't like as part of your business requirement. You need to modify your own. That's where we'll call it as a customization. You're having that flexibility. If you want to have a different design, you can go for the customizations as well. And this is one of the recent survey which we saw. This is the competitors, Microsoft Dynamics and SAP. You guys can see that SAP and Dynamics market share, D365 holds 24.48% market share globally, and SAP captures 10.75 of market share worldwide. Both are leading ERP system. So previously, if you see before 2000, it was SAP was leading almost 40 to 50% of the SAP, and Oracle was leading almost 40 to 50% of the market share. Now in the last 20 years, this Microsoft is growing a lot, growing too fast. And this is a survey as of 2024. Okay, I just captured from Google. It might be, the number might be a little higher by now. Okay, which means you can understand that what is the importance of Microsoft Dynamics. People who learned it in the market, where currently we do not have much people in the market, but jobs are more, people are less, because there is not many training institutes who trains on this product if you see outside. Yeah. Okay. And there will be not much impact with the robotic or automate things for our job security. Okay, our job is mostly into the consulting role where we need people to speak with the client. It cannot be automated so easily. It will be not having a much impact for other robotic and automation stuff for our skill. Okay, I am moving on. Any questions so far? Are we good, or you guys have any questions? Yeah. I feel we are good. I am moving on. So as I said, types of jobs. We'll be having in three types of jobs. One is the functional job, which we are going to learn, where we'll be not required of any coding language. We'll be having a basic understanding that how system works. That's what we are going to learn in the upcoming sessions. When we start real-time training, that's what we are going to learn. And second thing, the technical, where they need coding, mostly into the coding job, which they have to do it with the technical. And techno-functional is nothing but who should know both of it, technical and functional. That's where we'll call it as techno-functional. And out of all these three, functional people will be having a huge demand in the market, because these are the people who get the business, who needs to speak with the clients, who needs to gather the requirement that what client needs. And that's where functional people will be having a huge demand in the market, which we are going to learn. Okay, I am moving to the next one. Yes, types of roles. I wanted to pass with the PowerPoint. I wanted to go back to Excel, and I will explain you something. Okay, so before you understand the types of job roles, you need to understand what is implementation, what is testing, what is support, and other stuff. Okay, assume that we have a company called Infosys and Microsoft. So Microsoft is the company who is having a D365 ERP with them. But Infosys is a company, it is a new company, or they might be using old software or old ERP system, and they felt difficulty to handle the old one, or they feel very happy with the Microsoft Dynamics ERP. They wanted to update their systems or their softwares to Microsoft Dynamics. What it is going to happen is Infosys will contact Microsoft for the understanding of the uh, Microsoft Dynamics ERP, how it is going to work, how it will help their business. Okay, and then they'll have a deal with them. And obviously, when they have a deal, Infosys people can then can explain what all things they want. That's what we'll call it as requirements. Infosys team can explain the requirement, what they wanted. Microsoft Dynamics or Microsoft team, who is having that an ERP, that they can plan to match their requirements into ERP, and they can make it implement. They can design and they can help Infosys to use that ERP. That is what we'll call it as implementation. Implementation is nothing but our system, the Microsoft Dynamics system, is mapping to or helping any other organizations to use the system. That's process, we'll call it as completely implementation. Previously, when they start this, only Microsoft used to implement for most of the companies. Now there are so many partners for Microsoft. Example, in India, we are having, you name the top MNC, they're partner with Microsoft. You're having an Accenture. Now Infosys also is one of the partner now. Accenture, all big four companies, PwC, EY, KPMG, and on all four companies and all auditing companies are partners with Microsoft to implement these ERPs. Now, what they will do, whenever these people will directly get the clients and they will implement, they'll just pay the licensing fee to Microsoft. So Microsoft product, we are using it, and for that they'll just pay the licensing fee. Then everything these people will implement, they will charge the implementation charge, whatever it is going to be, and that's what we'll call it as implementation process. Are you guys able to understand what is implementation? Or anyone need explanation in local language or any other language? Okay, I am moving on. Okay, so this implementation process is having an multiple steps. Okay, again, I'm coming back to our presentation. Oh, sorry, it is taking long. Yeah, so this implementation process, we are having in 6 steps for the standard implementation process. I will give quick introduction in our demos, and when we get into the actual training, I will explain in detail about what is what. Okay, and diagnostic is nothing but usually we'll call it as pre-sales. And whenever we get before the client, we'll be using this pre-sales and analysis. What's the client requirement? That's what we'll call it as analysis phase. And design, how we'll design our system to match the requirement, and developments, deployment, operation. Operation is nothing but once we implement the system, if they have any problems, that will be having as part of support team. That's where we'll call it as operations and day-to-day operation issues. That's what it is. And testing, obviously, when we're implementing, we have to test everything to make sure it is meeting the client's requirement, customer's requirement. That's where we'll be having a separate team for testing. And support is nothing but operations. Once we implement, if they have any break fixes, break fix issues or any user queries, that's where we'll be having a support team. And end user is the people who enter the day-to-day transactions in their side. In our example, we have taken Infosys and Microsoft is right, and Infosys people after implementation, whatever they post the entries or transactions, that's what those kind of people will call it as end users. And the people, if we see the demand wise, the people who knows implementation, they can do testing, support, end user job. And the people who knows testing and support are end user job, these people cannot do implementation. It is quite uh, I can say high level job, or should have good rapport with the clients, and we should be having good understanding about the product. These other jobs are little fine, but here is the role, which is implementation consultant, we'll call it as a functional consultant, we'll call it as. This role will be requiring more skills compared to other roles. Okay, here you can see 4 job roles: implementation, testing, support, end user. And obviously you can understand by seeing this, the I had organized in a section structure how uh, high level job it is going to be, and it is inclusive with the pay as well. Okay, so implementation consultants will be having a higher salary compared to others, and testing and support, it's mostly similar, nothing much difference in terms of pay and other thing. And yeah, this is how it is. Are we good? Any doubts? It will be good if we keep this as interactive session. If someone asks something, if you have any doubts or anything, you can ask me. I am moving into next one. The course content, I'll just show it to you, what all we are going to cover. Okay, so I had put this in Excel file, which I used to follow for my previous training batches as well. We'll be having an, if you see the modules, I had covered all the finance modules. Okay, you can see, let me go like this. First thing, implementation methodology. This is what we saw in the PowerPoint presentation. Implementation methodology. This is what I'm going to cover in first meeting. And then introduction about Dynamics product, how it looks. Obviously, I'll show it now. And still, I will just cover in detail once we start the training, and the basics of before we start any ERP, what all basic configurations required. And then we'll start with the general ledger module. This is one of the heart for Dynamics. Without this module, nothing can work in the system. This is very important. So what type of currencies you use, what type of GL accounts do we use, what are dimensions, everything will be explaining in this module. You can see there are so many topics under this. And then cash and bank management module, where how do we track our bank accounts, how do we see the bank transactions, how to perform the reconciliation activities, how to have a checks, create checks, cancel checks, check setups, everything will be seeing it in this module. Then product information. So in our transactions, if you want to create a purchase order or sales order, you should be having a product, right? What you are buying, what you are selling. Obviously you'll have a service as well, but we'll be covering the product as well. What type of products we'll be using it, how it will help, and complete payable part, what type of vendors we have, purchase orders, invoices, payments, complete payable will cover it. And receivable side, what all customer receipts you get, what type of customers will be having it, how to create it, everything will cover. And then fixed assets, if organization is having an fixed assets, how to track their assets, how to track their depreciations. So these all things will cover it. And the tax, global tax will cover it. Usually each and every country is having a separate tax system. We'll be covering a global tax, okay, which is most of the countries uses. And global tax, and the data management, which is one of the module, I can say. Usually, whenever you create a new ERP, implement a new ERP, you have to import some data from their old systems, right? Or if you have some bulk or huge data to be imported into your Microsoft Dynamics, that's where this will help. We'll be covering this and basics, how to get users, how to get users imported, what type of roles, kind of in more internal controls. We'll be covering it here. These are few advanced where currently most of the people doesn't know in the market, which is subscription billing and asset lease, which is completely released new to the our ERP, and which I'll be covering it. Okay, so it will be like little advantage for you when you put this in your resume. Your profile weightage is going to be higher compared to other profiles. So this is what we are going to cover. It's almost approximately, it will take 60 hours of training. Maybe it might be 10 hours plus or minus based on the how deep we go, how quick we can go. So this is how it will cover. Any doubts with course content? I know you'll be having, if you're something seeing first time this, you'll be having a little confusions. Why do we need to use all this? And you will get more understanding once we start real-time training, once we go one by one step, and then you will get more understanding if you're having slight confusion here. Any doubts with this?
Krishna, we are also covering the budgeting and the revenue in the accounts section, finance.
Okay, so revenue, revenue will come from accounts receivable, correct? That's where our revenue starts. So we'll be covering this revenue. And budgeting, yes, we'll cover. That is very small topic in the Dynamics. If it is somewhere I have entered the common D365 basic, here we'll be covering the budgeting as well. Most of the organizations, I have around 12 years of experience in Dynamics. Most of the people is not using budgeting in Dynamics. They'll be having in separate ERPs, and no one look for the people especially for the budgeting, but we'll be covering it in as part of our training, which is part of it.
Okay, thank you.
Agenda. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Do you guys have any confusion or this is complete our agenda or the content of the course which we are going to cover in the next 2 months approximately? And I will stop the recording. Madhu, can you stop the recording? I don't have option to stop it. Madhu, are you there? I am trying to show you the real system, guys. Just 1 second. Madhu?
Yeah.
Can you stop the recording, Madhu? Just I want to show some confidential information, you can say. Madhu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm trying to stop, but I couldn't find the button to stop the recording.
You want to share your screen, Madhu? I guess you turn on video. Yeah.
I think it's under the more tab, 3 dots.
Yeah, correct. Which I am not having an access because I am not the organizer. So Madhu
Yeah,
must be doing it. Yeah. No, the reason is just I wanted to show you guys about the ERP. Currently, I'm not using the trial version for training, so I'm having in some live environment. So that I wanted to show it to you guys. That I do not want that to be recorded. And meanwhile, any questions, Luis? How do you feel? And I guess you are not from India. That's what I see. So how do you feel about it? Do you have any specific questions?
No, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everything's clear.
Okay, great.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah. So there is a 3 dots in the bottom. Can you click on that, Madhu?
Yeah, I clicked, but I couldn't see the stop recording option out
Wait,
there.
wait. You should be having an here. You started recording from here only, is it?
No, I didn't start any recording. Like I just
Okay.
joined like normal people.
Okay, I guess other
Already.
Madhu might. There are 2 Madhus in the group. It might be other Madhu might be started recording.
Yeah.
Madhu, can you stop recording, Madhu? I was asking about you.
I'm doing it right. Yeah, it was stopped.
It is stopped, is it? Okay, then I guess 2 Madhus are there. Maybe I don't know. You can stop your screen share. Another Madhu. It's not Madhu Reddy.
I'll stop that.
Yeah. Still, I can see recording is going on.
What I'll do is I'll end up the call and I'll join again.
Yes, please. Okay, guys. Meanwhile, do you guys have any other questions? And about our training or the training plan or any questions? If you have anything, please let me know. And I'm fine to speak in local language as well. Telugu, Kannada, English. All 3 languages are fine with me.
So Krishna, we will start from the legal entity, right? The
Before,
trial.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, we'll start from legal entity. Prior to
Okay.
that, I'll be giving some other more details before we get into the system. So we should be understanding our job roles are going to be and how ERP is going to be, right? I'll be covering few other stuff as well before we get into
Okay.
legal entity. As I shown you in my screen, legal entity is the 3rd topic. Prior to that,
Okay, fine.
yeah.
Okay. And which company we will consider? Any which will cover the all modules, right? Any manufacturing company or any company we can discuss.
We will be considering any one of the company. Just assume that But in our training, we'll be covering all finance modules. Okay, we'll be considering any one
okay.
of the random company. Maybe assume that Infosys will be taking care of the real-time business of Infosys. What they'll be having it, whichever is relevant to finance, that will be covering it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will be showing one company in the system, and you will be practicing with multiple companies, whatever you do in the system. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I do not see that recording is stopped, but maybe we'll cover the real product in the. I wanted to give you an introduction about the Dynamics ERP, but this is the video which will go into the YouTube, so I do not want to show it here, and I will cover it in the next upcoming sessions. How Microsoft Dynamics looks like. Okay. Any questions to anyone? And Luis, you are from which country?
I'm from South America, but I live in Miami, US.
Okay, you're in US. Then we should took some privilege to give you in a suitable time zone for you. Suitable time zone for you and for us all together. Is it fine with you in the evening times of US?
Pardon, is it fine with me? What? Is it fine with me?
Okay, we'll let you know. I hope you are in the part of group, so you will see the communications. We'll be starting
Thank you.
batch in the next week. Actual regular training batch. Okay, if you guys don't have any questions, I am good. Nothing from my side as well. And we'll keep our updates posted in the group, our WhatsApp group, and try to be active in the discussions or participate in the discussions. Okay, guys.
Yeah,
Then
I have few
yeah,
doubts.
yes, Madhu.
Right. Yeah. So how different is F&O with Business Central? Because I worked in Business Central. So how difference is with that? And do you teach SCM as well or only F&O?
F&O means we'll be having an actual all modules. So finance is the only finance, operations is nothing but SCM, but we'll be covering completely into the finance. We'll cover only basics of SCM and basics of project management. And
So if we want like full-fledged SCM module training, so you don't do that?
no. Our
Okay.
training and our focus is only on the complete finance modules. And I'm expert in the finance modules, not complete
Okay.
expert in
And
the.
and if we are not into the finance background, so how good we can work with this like F&O training, and how many years we need to get full-fledged finance command, like on command with the finance?
Okay, so my training, I'll be considering that you all doesn't know ABC in accounting. So that's where I'll consider the people whomever I train. So I'll be training you from basics of the accounting. And once you cover the training sessions, whatever I'm going to explain in the coming training sessions, you should be equal to the guy who is having a 4 or 5 years of experience in real time with Microsoft Dynamics. If we practice the scenarios, whatever I'm going to give, and I will be having some mock interview plans, and I'm having a lot of interview questions to give you guys. And there are a lot many procedure, and I thought of explaining, but I hope this is not the right time or right forum. We'll speak in the coming meetings more detail about it.
Krishna, we will also cover the procurement module also, like product creation, vendor master accounts.
Correct. So maybe I'll share my screen once again just to show you agenda. The whatever I said, everything is going to cover. The naming is different. for example, if you see here, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
We can.
And
You
also
are
please
asking about
share
vendor.
the content in the group as well, like WhatsApp group
I
or
will.
like syllabus, whatever.
Yes, I
Yeah.
sent before. I will send it again. Maybe few people who joined
Okay.
a little later, they will be not having access, and I will be sending this again. And you can check anywhere in the market that no institute is going to cover these topics. What I had put here, you can check it because I am in this field from last 6-7 years. Who is training people on this dynamics and from effectively from 2019, a little prior as well, effective from 2019, I can say. And for
Okay.
him, the question which you had asked, creation of vendors and other stuff, you can see creation of
Yeah, yes,
product
there.
and vendors.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
And anything else from others? Ram, Muhammad, any questions from your side? Okay, guys, fine then. If nothing else, we will connect. We'll discuss in the group, and maybe we'll plan. Gordon, you need to go on mute. So we'll plan. We'll discuss about the when we are going to start, planned timings, the batch schedule, everything in our WhatsApp group, and maybe we'll split the groups. Whoever is active, and we'll have a one other group. Whoever is still not yet decided, for them we'll be having another group. Yeah, that we'll discuss in the WhatsApp. And anything-
Krishna, one more question regarding the data, integration. Means the company has, in this finance and operation modules, if we go to the any account like this, payable receiver, there are, fields, particular field we need to, enter the data. But
Correct.
also we have Excel data in Excel. So I think there is a facility to export the data in Excel also from Excel to Dynamics. We can
Yes.
import, right? So
Yes.
in this way, you will teach us how we can export or import data with
Yes.
this. Yeah.
That is there in our
Yeah.
agenda, right? Data management, export, import, Excel add-in. That is part of our agenda. Content.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So for him, so to more clear, if you learn this, you can do your own implementation after learning it. But obviously, you
Yeah.
have to practice a lot. Okay, conditions apply. Where I'm not assuring 100%. You have to practice a lot. You have to understand. You have to spend your time. You means not only you, whoever learns the course.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because I am seeing the
And one
people.
more thing,
Yes, Madhu.
how do we practice, like in the trial version,
You will
or
be getting a
do you
link.
give any?
You will be getting a
Okay.
real-time environment link, and I will give you some
Okay.
contact. You will be if you want, you'll be having a free trial that will not cost you anything. And if you want real-time practice
Okay.
one, what I'm going to show here, that's what if you wanted to use, I guess I will give you the institute name who do installations from Hyderabad. So they will charge you something maybe around 500 or 1,000 for 1 year of use, and that you can practice. That's what I remember.
And
That's where I used to share
we
the
can
contact.
install.
Yeah.
And can we install on premise, like the software on our laptop or system?
I would recommend you take the link where you can access everywhere. So I see URL will might cost you additional 500 rupees for 1 year of use, and if you get it installation into your laptop, that for example, if you change your laptop again, it's going to be lost, right? So better take the URL. So installation might be older version. It was they were charging 1,000 as I remember from my last previous batch. I'm not sure now, and now I'm recommending people that if you're spending little 500 extra, also fine. Get the latest one for your practice. Anything else, guys?
So, Krishna, last question. Mean to say, we have to purchase a trial means version, or you will give us the link how we can practice.
Trial version, no charges required. I'll show you the process. You can
Okay.
register and you can use it. Okay, that is from the Microsoft trial version, and you will be not having an all features in the trial version. I would recommend you to. I will give you the contact details, the person who installs it, and get it
Okay.
installed there with some minimal cost. I guess once you all joins, go or speak with him collectively, you'll get some good discount. If you are
Okay.
going one by one, you'll get little. Assume that we'll be finalizing around 10 people for this training batch. All 10 people speak with him directly, you'll get some discount. If you are going one by one, obviously they'll charge more, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
It's approximately 1,000. Okay, that's what I remember
Okay. Thanks.
for 1 year of use. They'll say 1 year, it will come for 8 months, 8 to 9 months.
Okay, it's good. Yeah.
Anything else? Okay, guys, fine then. We are on time, and I hope you guys are happy with the training, what you understood from this. And yeah, now we'll decide for the timings and the people who all joins, who are yet to make decision, that will see it. Okay, shall we drop off? Anything else you guys have? Madhu, do you have anything to say?
Oh, that's
Okay,
all.
guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Bye bye. See you soon. All. Bye, guys.